I like everything from the neck down, but the face, like, yeah, I don't like that design choice, to be honest with you. The texture pack we're reviewing for Throwback Thursday is the Frameworks texture pack by Giggle Block Studios. It comes with 4 skins and 1 texture pack and is currently rated 4.3 stars out of 5 stars from 147 reviews. It currently costs 990 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £4.99 in my local currency. And it says, ready to change the way you play Minecraft? We redefine survival from the ground up with Frameworks. Embark on a new chapter in your survival fun and experience a new surreal feeling like never before. Reshape your worlds using Frameworks today. Frame/wire textures, clean, bold feeling, and a free Frameworks skin included. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and we are in a brand new Minecraft survival world for the Frameworks texture pack by Giggle Block Studios. And before we begin, let me just say, if you enjoy this texture pack review for Throwback Thursday, please do leave a like on the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Drop a comment down below with any opinions, feedback, or just your review in general. I would love to read it. Or if you have a suggestion for Throwback Thursday for a texture pack that you would like me to review, then feel free. I'm also opening up the suggestions to re-reviews. So if a texture pack has been updated quite substantially since I last reviewed it, or if it's been a substantial time since I last reviewed it, feel free to suggest it again and we'll start putting re-reviews on Throwback Thursday as well. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Those are free, just very simple, very free ways that you can help the channel grow. But if you'd like to be more responsible for the content that we make on this channel, then please do consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon member. Every penny that this channel earns is being repumped back into the channel currently, or into one of the sister channels, all linked down in the description, where we play other games. And if you'd like to become a channel member or a Patreon member, it would be a massive help, but no pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here, and that is more than enough to help the channel grow. Now, we're going to put the GUI up on the screen, as we always do now, and I just want to say, kind of pointing out the obvious, I don't really review Giggle Block Studios texture packs anymore. There's been a question of whether or not they get updated enough, whether or not the updates get re-released as a new pack. There's just a few processes that happen that I'm not 100% supportive of, but this was suggested as a Throwback Thursday texture pack before I made that decision, I believe, so I'm honoring the choice. And that's not to say they're a bad pack maker or a bad company. It's just there's a few questions that I need answered before I can say one way or another, so I just want to put that out there. And that also means that I don't know how up to date this pack is, so just bear in mind there may be some things that haven't been updated. Now, hopefully that was enough time for the GUI. I edit that in post, so I'm not 100% sure. But we can get started now in the world. And it's a bit conflicted as a world, right? Because in places, they've gone for a quote-unquote framework, a more gridded pattern, which is normally a really good idea to do for accessibility issues, people with sight complaints that need to just see things a little bit more smoother, a little bit more cleaner, a little bit less busy. And normally I absolutely love that. We seem to have spawned in the worst biome for it though, because in a desert, let's just get down here and have a look. I mean, it looks disgusting. Like, it's very clean, it's very smooth, and as an independent block, it's probably very nice. What's that? That's sandstone and that's sand. Okay. As an independent block, it's very nice. But when you put loads next to each other, and when it doesn't look like there's variation, it's very noisy. It's very hard to see what's going on. And in terms of the art style, I'm getting early Family Guy style drawing from this, in just like how it's been stylized. I don't know why, it's just the first thing that pops out to me, but I just wanted to mention that this might not be the most accessible pack going, in all areas, right? And normally it would be when you have a gridded pattern. Let's have a look at the water first of all then. So it's a standard blue color really, and it's quite a standard animation. There's nothing really reinventing the wheel here. You can see how the color changes depending on the biome or maybe even the block underneath really, but it definitely feels a bit greener there and a bit bluer there as it pops around, a little bit of a lighter blue over there and then a darker blue. So that's definitely there. If we head over into this direction, we can have a look at some stone and some dirt and some grass and just see how it varies across and whether or not it is good accessibility wise. See, okay, so look at the grass. That grass block for this style of texture pack right now, bear in mind, I'm grouping this as an accessible texture pack. It's a simple gridded pattern, kind of like cubed. I can't think of the name. There was it cubed? World of Cubes? I don't even know. There was a few that we've done, and I really like them normally. And in this design, they are really, really nice with the smooth design, just clean, simple, no frills. You can see what it is. And for people who might have vision issues or vision complaints or just accessibility issues in that regards, these are great. I just don't think this is, but I'm also speaking from a position where I'm not that target audience. So if somebody does have impairments, visual impairments, and would use a pack like this, please do let me know. Stone as well, very smooth, very nice, very clean. It's simple. I like that, man. Yeah, Simply Cubed, I think, was the texture pack name for one of them. There's been a few. Dirt as well. It's so weird how they've gone from a simple design, even for mud and stone and dirt and grass, and then they've completely ruined it with this abomination of a sand, which again, on its own would have been fine, but you can't design blocks in Minecraft on their own when they're a biome. You really have to think about that. What have we got here? So this is coarse dirt. Again, very simple. Nice little domino effect going on there. Awesome. Very nice in about 80% of the blocks. But for everything else, it's a little bit crazy. I mean, sand is just like, look at that right there. The stone, the dirt, the coarse dirt, the grass, perfect. Vomit right here. I mean, we've got frogs. We never look at frogs. They look cool. I like those. Those are nice. And it's starting to get dark, so let me quickly get the light back to daytime, and then we'll actually go and see where proper passive mobs are. And so we're in a savanna now, so we get the lighter grass tones here as well. We also get to see some of the actual grass and foliage, which again just strikes me as Family Guy background art here. You get the flowers as well, the acacia trees, which we'll see properly in the armory. And then we've got the cows. Let's start with a cow. Let's just grab him because he doesn't want to stay still. And let's have a look. So let's get a few. Doesn't look like we've got any variation. But again, toned down, simple. I like it for what the texture pack is that we've got. I very, very much like this. The colors are nice. The textures are clean. There's absolutely no blur. And you can tell exactly what it is straight away. I like that. The pig, again, simple, clean, bold. I love the line design along the outside as well, just making it very easy to see what you've got. Awesome. And then we've got the sheep. Again, yeah, fine. I mean, is the face a little bit bland? Of course, because it's a toned down texture pack. Not a problem at all here, really. We'll shear it. Clean. Although, okay, that's broken for sure. That right there is broken. Either that or it has a birthmark. I don't know. Let's see what happens on the grey one. Yeah, that's definitely broken. I refuse to believe that that's not. I refuse to believe that that's intentional right there. That is 100% a broken line design there. That's a shame. That's a bit disappointing. Do we have a chicken around? And so we've come over here to like the edge of a swamp / jungle area where we see an even brighter green for the grass. And we've got a chicken. And again, very vanilla friendly, very bold with the line design, just making it stick out, and very simple. I like it. I do. Other than the sand, I've liked everything that we've like highlighted here so far, which means that we just got to have a look at horses. So let's go over to a nice little bit of land real quick and let's just see what these horses look like. We start with the standard horses, and we'll just spawn in a few. Immediately sit on one. Let's go. Thank you. Just have a look. Again, very simple. Even with the kind of speckled or dirty kind of spotty is probably the word I was looking for design. Not reinventing the wheel too much, not making it crazy, but you can easily see them and think, yeah, this is a normal horse. We've got a skeleton horse now. Again, yeah, it's almost like lo-fi. I like it that you don't buy a texture pack like this and expect it to be incredibly detailed. In fact, that's not the charm of a texture pack like this. I do like this so far. It's such a shame about sand being so out there and glarish, you know. The zombie horse, very plain again. I mean, there is a part of me that wishes there was a few little design choices here to make it look like a zombie, but you can't have your cake and eat it, right? If you want a simple pack, it is a simple pack. And yeah, it's a mixed bag because the sand is such a crazy difference. It takes a massive chunk away, along with the opening statement that I made where there's a few questions I'm not sure about. But other than that, it's a great start, in my opinion. Got to be completely fair. It is a very great start. Let's head over to a village now, and let's see what villagers look like. And so we're approaching a savanna village or an acacia village. And again, more of the same goodness, in my opinion. You've got the simple path block going yellowy orange, looking absolutely fine. More foliage over here. You've got the torch looking very, very simple. And I am using simple as a good word here. We've got the logs from the acacia. You've got the stairs. I'm not seeing anything terrible here at all. A villager. Definitely sticking to that Minecraft design. We'll spawn in 100 of these. I like it. It's just smoothed over. It really looks high quality, which I wasn't expecting to say. I've got to be honest with you, but it does. No diversity. Got to call that out. That's a shame. No diversity at all here from what I'm seeing. And it is very vanilla friendly, but I'll forgive it because of what it seems to be trying to do with about 80% of the pack. So I will forgive that. We've got the iron golem here. Very happy, jolly fellow. Now this is... You add in the vines and the flowers to the iron golem, which I love. I do. And again, I love the boldness of the lines, just making it stand out. But you don't add extra stuff to the zombie horse? Is it because the zombie horse isn't really a mob that's in the world? I don't know. I feel like I spend too much time on a zombie horse. But yeah, again, absolutely loving all of this except for what's behind me. But I don't want to keep beating that drum. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to mention sand again until we get soul sand and I look at that. Everything else, this side, very, very nice. Let's turn it to nighttime now and let's have a look at hostile mobs. And so the sun is setting off in the distance, which means the moon is rising. Again, very simple pixelated designs there. Going to head off over here, but you can have a look at the world. It feels darker than some of the other texture packs that I've done recently. I don't know if that's because of how dark the sand is, being like a darker yellowy orange there, or just the darkness in general, but it does feel a touch darker. I'm going to drink a night vision potion now, light up the world again, and then we'll get down here and we'll have a look. Now, remember as well, arachnophobia warning. If you don't like spiders, I mean, they're Minecraft spiders, so they should be okay. But yeah, if you don't like spiders, they are going to be some in this section. And so we're going to start over here at the zombie. And okay, the zombie is almost insultingly simple. I'm not really sure what they've done with the face here. I don't like the eyes. I really don't like the eyes, which is a shame. I like everything from the neck down, but the face, like, yeah, I don't like that design choice, to be honest with you. Then we've got a creeper over here. Okay, traditional standard face, bright green, clean. Yeah, okay, simple and fine. Not a problem with that one. Do we have a skeleton or a spider around? All right, so we do have a skeleton here. Wow, okay, again, another very simple face. Very simple face. And yeah, you two are maybe a little bit too simple. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Again, everything from the neck down is fine in terms of design. But I don't know, man. Like, it just feels like they just went, nah, we don't need to, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking. I don't know. Do we have a spider? Yes, we do. There's one there. Very nice. So, okay, there's very little going on with the legs here. Very little animation. I don't know if that's a Minecraft thing. Actually, no, there's a bit more there, as we see. Okay. And then again, yeah, just lo-fi, toned down, simple, clean, smooth. Not bad. Not bad. So my question would be the skeleton and the zombie faces. I think there is definitely a question about those being a little bit too boring, maybe. But everything else sticks to the theme. Sticks to the theme. So again, I'm not negative about it at all. Let's head out to the ocean now, and let's see what the ocean monument looks like. And so we're above an ocean monument now. We still got the night vision potion on, so just bear that in mind. But we're going to just quickly get underwater here. I kind of like it from above the water, to be honest with you, what we were looking at. I really like the prismarine bricks. I think that looks awesome. It's a nice design. And really, again, shout out to how clean and smooth these are. I really hope my questions at the beginning were like they're just going to be disproven. I actually want somebody to be like, no, Giggle Block Studios update every 4 months. They always do. They're a great studio because their initial packs always look so good. At least their texture packs anyway. I know they've had a stinker add-on, but their texture packs always look really, really good. So I'd love for them to just be a pack maker that we can get behind. We've got the Guardians here. I love the red eye. I really do love the red eye. That is nice. And again, the simpleness is nice. It's clean. It's good. I do like it. I like the lantern as well. Maybe I would slow down the animation slightly, but I like the lantern. Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling to find things that I don't like. And by the nature of the beast, of the texture pack, there's very little to really comment on because of how simple it is. Like, again, it's not flesh colored, so I like the older Guardian. A slightly more orangey, peachy eye. It's fine. And you can see the quality. You can see that they've not made it nasty or blurry. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm not saying much, but the video is probably going to be an hour long. But I'm happy with this. And I like this drown. This drown is a million times better than the zombie here. They've even gone for that kind of indented 3D style face in such a minimal thing. I like it. I do. Please remember to go down into the comments and let me know what you think. It's very simple. I'm not going to sit here and say it reinvents the wheel. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a 10 out of 10. But I think it's doing the job quite well. And the next section is going to be a good sign of how updated this pack is. And so is the section after that, actually. So let's just rush forward. Let's go and see a trial chamber and let's see if it's updated. And unfortunately, my worst fears have been proven, I guess, because while the copper, the plain copper, orange and green copper is updated and they're simple and they're fine, these came before the trial chamber, which means that they also came before the great blocks, if I'm not mistaken. They also came before the trial spawners and the copper light bulbs and the tough. So no, it hasn't been updated, which means the Pale Garden's not going to be updated, which means really Giggle Block Studios don't update their packs, do they? Let's see if a breeze is here. No, that's a standard as well. I'm not going to dawdle. The copper, plain copper looks nice. Nothing else is updated. That's so disappointing. Let's go to the Armoury. And so we're here in the Armoury so we can see how the world generates. And it's quite a bit darker than a standard world, in my opinion. I mean, it's like a touch darker on the stone. The deep slate probably a bit normal. And then you can see, okay, so this kind of looks like the sand, but it's gravel. So gravel, reusing the sand texture pretty much. Okay, we've got cherry blossoms. That doesn't look updated to me. I don't think that is. That looks vanilla to me, especially considering how the leaves look everywhere else. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks vanilla. And then you've got the rest of the trees. So I hate the leaves. Great transparency on the leaves, but I absolutely hate their designs. I don't know if they are accessible like this. I don't know if there's a good reason for it. I just don't like them. I'd be willing to accept them if there is an accessibility reason for it, but I don't like them. I like the logs though. The logs are nice. The pale oak hasn't been updated, so we won't bother looking at a creaking today either. Dark oak is there. Mangrove. Okay. Bit of a weird effect going on with the mangrove roots. But alright, updated. Not bad. Still clean. Got the doors as well. Still clean. That's a pale oak door, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's not updated. You can tell. As there's like an element of blur to it, you can tell it's the standard vanilla doors. But the rest are done. Then you've got the carpets, the beds, the trapdoors. Very, like, massively clean is this pack. You've got the ores and the precious blocks. Yeah, simple and clean. How many times have I said simple and clean in this? The glass. I like the glass. The glass looks nice. I do like it. And the color is very vibrant as well. Yeah, I like that. And then we've got the blocks. So again, it's polished, isn't it? It's just super smoothed over. They haven't reinvented the wheel. You can see everything you need to see. And I just wish it was being kept up to date. I really do. Is the bamboo? Yeah, because the normal bamboo's yellow, isn't it? So this bamboo is up to date, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got the dead coral and the coral blocks. The sand. See, sand here like this, absolutely fine. Independent, it's a great block. Does really, really well. Really nice. Put it next to more, it's ugly as hell. It really is. It's one of those weird things. And you might even have the same effect with the granite here. Possibly, but maybe not so much with the diorite. And I doubt with the andesite. I think andesite will be fine. The bricks look good. Endstone looks good. Again, massive amount of just clean and polished and simple and easy to look at. These copper blocks are fine. They're the different versions, the different weathered effects. Deep slate, right? Yeah, deep slate. Mud. So I feel like some stuff is, maybe I'm getting my updates mixed up, but some stuff feels like it's jumped ahead and some stuff hasn't. I could be wrong. Did mud come before tough? Maybe it did, because tough hasn't changed. Tough is terrible, because it's the vanilla default, to be honest. And you get the workstations and the bamboo boats and the standard boats. Yeah, it's all nice. Clean, vibrant. Yeah, I like them all. I like all of this stuff. Anything that stands out as being amazing? Not really. The frog lights are cool. Doesn't necessarily stand out as being awesome. But yeah, they're nice. The respawn anchor's quite cool. Quartz looks fine as well. Very, very fine. The paintings. Yeah, alright. Paintings are nice. Let's go over that. I've added in barrier blocks here. And now we're going to have the weapons and the armors. So immediately the weapons are all copy and paste. I can see that straight away. Very, like, one thing to be simple, another thing to be lazy, okay? Very copy and paste there. The leather armor, all right, it's fine. No frills, fine. The chainmail armor, that looks cool. I like the chainmail. That looks nice. Yeah, the transparency is good. Stone color is there, but it's just all copy and paste. So you see one weapon, you see another. Stone. Not stone, iron even. Okay, probably could have done with it being a bit more brighter, maybe. Again, like, this is pushing the limits of simple here, to be honest with you. Iron and gold, copy and paste. Diamond, copy and paste. Netherite, copy and paste. So the weapons and pretty much any armor that can be copy and pasted is... They're smooth. Like I said it earlier, there's simple and then there's lazy. Some of this is taking the mick in how simple it is, right? I feel like they could have done something. You put flowers on an iron golem, you could have put some feathers into this, I guess. The trident, see, I don't have a problem with that. They've gone around it, they've taken the effort to outline the different bits. This, they haven't outlined the two wings. Like, show me there's two wings, you know? The shield, okay. The mace isn't updated. The heavy core isn't updated. The bundles isn't updated. Yeah, I'm slowly falling out of love with this the more I see stuff that isn't updated. Let's put a carved pumpkin on. Yeah, that's fine. No frills. I mean, the face is a little bit scary. That is a little bit nightmare fuel. But again, no frills, you know. No frills, no craziness. Just does a simple job. If this was being updated, I would give this such a high score. I really would. And then last but not least, this put it into survival mode. They haven't updated the hearts and the food. Okay. We are definitely moving into the realm of lazy. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. I'd love to read your opinion. And while you do that, let's head to the Nether. So into the Nether we go now, and I'm telling you, if Netherrack looks like that in the background, I'm going to make an executive decision to just speed through. Because there is simple, and then there is lazy. What do we have here? So this is soul sand. Okay, I can live with soul sand. That's fine. Let's zoom out. It does start to creep into the levels of sand ugliness, but maybe because of the darkness and like the feel of the Nether, it doesn't hit as terrible. Okay, see, look, I like this. The bone block is nice. There's a tiny bit of detailing in there, just going that extra effort, that extra mile. Where's Netherrack? Look, oh, Netherrack is literally just like stone. Come on, there's got to be something. Now, you might feel like, Daz, you said that this is supposed to be simple, it's supposed to be smooth, it's meant to be good for accessibility. I, from a position of not needing accessibility, believe that there is still room for some detail. Not tons of detail, but a little bit of detail. Like this level of detail, right? I might be completely wrong, and I'm very open to being educated down in the comments. Maybe by having a bit of detail like the sides of this, it definitely takes away any benefits that they hope to add. It has moved into the realms of laziness, in my opinion. We're going to go and look for a fortress. We've got a ghast here, but look at that. Like, detail on the back, love it. That little detailing there, right? Subtle, simple, small, awesome. That face is lazy. It is. It's absolutely lazy. Let's go and find a fortress. All right, so we're next to a red biome now, the crimson biome. I like the nether warts. I even like the what is this one called? The crimson nylium, because the precedent was set with grass, so I can kind of allow that. I suppose it becomes one of those things of what you allow and what you don't. Where does the laziness start and the creativity end and all of that stuff? And then in terms of the fortress, so actually before that, we've got the zombie pigment. I like it. I like it, yeah. Pays homage to vanilla, simplifies it. I like it, right? There's still detail on it. They haven't taken away the detail. Piglins, maybe a touch too simple, but it's fine. It works. Piglins aren't exactly the most overly detailed mob going. I'm trying to find a balance. I really am. Going through here, we've got the fortress blocks, which aren't terrible to look at. That's cool. We've got the lava there. I'm looking for blaze and wither skeletons. So we've got blazes around here. But that's lazy. That's lazy. I'm sorry, that really is lazy. Two little eye slits on the face. Nah, get me out of here, man. I don't like it. I've really lost respect. I had a lot of respect at the beginning for what I was seeing. Well, just after the beginning, after the sand. The wither skeleton is a literal flip of a standard skeleton. I can't hold that against Giggle Block. A lot of texture packs do that. Let's get the wither out here. So the wither is loading up here. Blue for the load up, and then okay. Incredibly simple. It's still clean. Even the most simple and laziest textures in this pack are still clean and like well made, right? They're not dirty, they're not gritty, they're not blurry. Smooth and polished. There's a level of quality to it. It's very uninspiring though, I'm afraid. Let's head to the end and let's see what the Ender Dragon looks like. Right, so into the end we go, and then you get something like this with an abundance of detail on the block to the point of ugliness. There's no middle ground, it feels like. Or if it is, there's no consistent middle ground. The Enderman, see, they've done something there to the face that gives it like an underbite. I don't know if that's like by design or if it's a broken texture, but it adds character to it. It's not bad. Right there, like there's a little underbite. So I kind of like it in that regards. Obsidian looks fine. Okay. The Void, they didn't ruin the Void. The Void is good. And then you got the Ender Dragon. They've not reinvented the wheel. I like the 2 colors or even 3 colors that are going on there. That fits from a simple pack. That fits. I'll allow them that one. That's fine. It's, yeah, I've delved into the realm of laziness. I really have, and I'm struggling to find positives now. Let's go to the ancient city, and let's see what the Warden looks like. Alright, so we're in the ancient city now. And I always find the ancient city is a very simple way to win some points with detail. So maybe that's going to be a bit difficult for this texture pack. The skulk doesn't exactly blow me away, but at least it's got an animation. At least there's a little bit of design going in there to make it slightly fancy when it's limited by a simple design. The color looks good. It's very vibrant. It's not like, I like the detail. They've managed to keep some detail here. I don't want to tear it apart. I really don't. I think it's all right here. We've got water flowing here. That kind of reminds me of actions and stuff. That is a very fake looking water. Weird. Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so I think the Warden's about to spawn now. He is. Over here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm still getting that Family Guy artistic vibe. I like the horns. I like the color. They always go straight to the wall, don't they? So I can't see him. What are you doing, mate? Do you mind if I have a look, please? It's good color. It's still clean and polished. It's not a lot to write home about, but that definitely isn't the worst thing in this texture pack at all. That actually fits the theme. That works with like the Ender Dragon and the Wither in terms of it fits the simple, polished theme. So what am I going to give this texture pack out of 10? I've wrestled with this for like the last 5 minutes in terms of thinking about it. And I was trying to hope that the Ancient City gave me some scores like to boost it up with. But I don't know, man. Like, I genuinely think I'm going to go with a 5 out of 10. The sand started us off terribly, right? Let's be completely honest. It started us off terribly. The stone, the grass, the accessibility of the pack went really, really well. Then we was bouncing back and forth. I liked the villagers. Certain stuff was lazy. They like this, right? Here we go. Let's put it this way. This is simple and clean, right? This is simple, toned down, clean and polished. Absolutely. When your netherrack is just a red stone, that's lazy. Okay, that's lazy. The Ender Dragon, the Warden, they were simple, clean mobs. That's absolutely fine. Your zombies and your skeletons and your blazes are lazy because you can still add detail. You don't just need 2 little slits for eyes or 1 long slit for a mouth. You know, like it's a fine line, and they didn't straddle it very well. And then you add in the fact that it hasn't been updated in yonks. It's only 2 years old. You would probably expect the trial chamber at least to be updated. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to make a decision here. I will no longer be reviewing Giggle Block Studios texture packs when they release as new packs, which is such a shame because I think the Noir one is a good pack, at least from what I've heard, but I'm not touching it. Will I touch texture packs by Giggle Block Studios? Only if you guys suggest it. Whoops, I've triggered a Warden. Only if you guys suggest it as a Throwback Thursday texture pack. I won't willingly, on my own, give them money, I'm afraid. But if you guys want to see it, and if it helps stop somebody from wasting their money or potentially making their own decision, then I'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this texture pack review. If you did, please do leave a like. Drop a comment down below. We've touched on some important topics here, and I've rambled a lot. So let me know what your opinions are on the pack, on the topics. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've been your boy. Peace.